What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Show. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Wolfenstein Youngblood. If you notice, my gun's a little different. I kind of ran through. I did some modification on my weapons. The menu of how to modify them wasn't super clear the first couple times I looked at it, but I accidentally figured it out. So did some changes to the weapons, and now I'm gonna keep running my head into the wall. Literally, we're assaulting this brother compound thing or whatever to get this information, try and find her dad.
We're probably gonna die.
Why? It's a level 20. We're at level 19 right now. I've been trying to do this and realized that my mic wasn't on, and been getting the shit kicked out of me. It's fucking ridiculous. If I level up, my guns shouldn't do more damage. Because I need to, for that to happen, I need, new guns. Far Cry can get away with being an RPG because the leveling up and the damage and everything that you're changing affects the character and not the weapons. The weapons are changed by modifying them and buying better guns. Again, this game is this game is trash. I'm gonna be entirely honest. I've heard, I was talking with Brian Gade down in the comments of a video, and oh great, yep, I'm dead because I'm made of paper mache. I gotta remember that. I gotta remember I am made of paper mache, even though I'm wearing a super soldier suit. It makes no goddamn sense, but apparently I'm made of paper fucking mache. I was talking with Brian Gade down in the comments of another video because I'm thinking about just scrapping the series because guess what, this game sucks. Again, it's just, I don't understand the changes they made to this game. It makes no sense. Why are we fighting? Well, I guess I can understand that, super soldiers would be guarding this place. Okay, fine. And I just don't get why we need to see health bars for the super soldiers. Why the super soldiers have armor that we have to break through with certain ammo types and basically use them all. I'm losing my train of thought here. I get why there are super soldiers here because this is an important, story area, but we've been running into super soldiers this entire freaking game, and you know what? Actually, I should probably switch over to my pistol because apparently it's going to keep doing damage, and I can't keep using my automatic because if I use my assault rifle, then I won't be able to damage the super soldiers that are just going to spawn after we kill these two because, this game can't let you take a breath because that's not fun. That's not action. I know. I started acting like I'm gonna try and make sense during this rant, and it's gone out the fucking window. No, again, it's just so many things were changed in this game. Again, it's the RPG mechanics. Don't really make sense why we have the RPG mechanics. I mean, you could have the sisters control just like their dad. Why? Because we have the super suits. That completely explains it. It completely explains why we should be able to dual wield shotguns. Like I said, it should make perfect sense. The ammo type thing, I don't get why we're throwing this in the third game in a series. It doesn't make it better, especially in a game that's more about just running and gunning, and it's your skills as playing. It's your skill of playing a shooter, than having to pick the right weapon type and conserving ammo of certain types and blah blah blah. It's manufactured difficulty. It's not difficulty that happened because, again, we came up with a great set piece and, you have to use your wits and skills to get you out of it. No, that's not what happened. Seriously? I got killed by the time it took me to hit the fucking ground. That's fucking ridiculous. Oh, that's right. I can't stand down here because there's auto turrets on that. There are auto turrets on that. I can't think what to call it. On that wall.
Targeting the drone pit. You're killing it, man.
It's like I said, it's manufactured difficulty. Oh, and what do you know? We took out one drone and another one just magically spawns. It's like I said, it's difficulty just by, we're just gonna throw more enemies at you. It's not that we're gonna actually make it, you know what I mean? It's, and I'm not even saying that's how, I mean, because I understand, like, that kind of is what difficulty is. It's the number of enemies thrown at you, it's the amount of damage they do, blah, blah, blah. I get that, that is, you know, what difficulty in games is, but there's no reason that we're just having enemies thrown at us. And again, you can tell me, well, you're assaulting you're assaulting this, you know, a stronghold. Okay, fine. But again, this doesn't feel any different than just when I walk into this area. Guess what? I have the same opposition. Hell, they've got those fucking giant panzer hounds right outside the train station when I spawn in, and if I die here, all this ammo that I have right now, I lose. I have to go, I keep the same amount of ammo. I don't keep the ammo that I spawned into the location with. So then if I want the ammo back, well, I gotta go all the way back to headquarters and go through load screens and all that. Here's a guy who just pops in out of fucking nowhere. You know, there's no, again, it's there's not even like a finite number of enemies. Is she just gonna let me die? I honestly wouldn't have been surprised. But yeah, I mean, there's no finite number of enemies here. They're just always the same amount of guys, or they're just gonna keep respawning. It's because, oh, we gotta give something for the co-op partners to kill. Again, this reminds me more of Left 4 Dead with Nazis than it reminds me of the previous two Wolfenstein games. Previous two Wolfenstein, and now Jess is dying because, oh, hey, check it out, it's a guy whose armor requires an ammo type.
I need some assistance.
Well, how about you don't stand right the fuck in front of him? Now let's go back to the fucking train station. Why? Because, we have no idea how to write a checkpoint because, well, what should the checkpoint have been? You were out in the open world. Because this one area, even though it's the house or again, calling them brothers, I think is fucking just absolutely stupid. You're outside this command tower, but it's the same as this opening square. Why? If there's no escalation of tension, what the hell's the point? Again, this whole, it's basically giving us the three towers to take down. Okay, so is there going to be no story in between them? Oh, the story is going to be all the little side missions you do to level up your character. That's ridiculous. This game is trash.
Stay on your toes.
See, there's one of those fucking things. Why? Again, those were special enemies in the previous games. Why are they just here?
Great, so you got it.
It makes no sense.
You can do this, kid. Okay, so. Gonna take that fucking Nazi dog down.
Yeah, no we won't, because we're apparently not high enough level to do that yet. I just don't get it, man. It's like all they had to do what was I saying? All they had to do with this game, all they had to do was create a Wolfenstein game and and then just shoehorn this idea of co-op into it. And guess what? I wouldn't have had an issue with that. Okay, you want to give me a co-op partner to run around and shoot, you know, you make them BJ's kids. I mean, it fits within the canon. We knew BJ was going to have twins. You know, I mean, like, it was kind of the whole... It was part of BJ's entire motivation for the second game, to stay alive even when he was beheaded. You know, and then he came back. It was to create a world that his daughters could live in. You know, those were great freaking moments.
Calm down, sis, I'm coming.
And this game starts it off with those opening cinematics, like, we're going to be doing stuff like that. And then for the rest of this game, no, it's just going to be generic co-op bullshit. So everything special, everything unique, everything that was so well done of the previous games is going right out the window in a ploy to make money. It's disgusting.
I'm down. Reckon you could give me some help?
And again, it's not even that I'm mad that they wanted to make money. I just don't get why they had to do it this way, which I think is arguably the dumbest way to try and make money. Because I think, guess what? You would have made plenty of money. You probably would have made more money if you would have made a Wolfenstein game that was, you know, good. Or, you know, a fucking Wolfenstein game. Not this piece of trash. I mean, I get more vibes that I'm playing something like Left 4 Dead. You know, that I'm playing an arcade game that's just running around shooting a bunch of constantly spawning zombies, as opposed to playing something that was as narratively well done. The narrative was so well crafted. The maps, the enemies, the world, the characters, the writing, everything was on point in those games. And then this is doing the whole shared lives thing. We're doing everything to make it feel like a video game, to make it feel like it's an arcade game. Again, the great set pieces. And again, I keep going back to Wolfenstein 2. That one had so many great moments. I mean, that opening scene where BJ's in the wheelchair, waking up from the coma at the end of the first game. You know, he's in that wheelchair going through that ship, you know, wiping people out, you know, having BJ do his narration. That scene in the courtroom that ended up being a dream. The scene where he got his freaking head cut off. And, you know, you see the Nazi commander lady holding his severed head up. That was a great moment. And then this game has a really good opening, in my opinion. And then just proceeds to... I think that's it. That opening bit, that was the best moment. Those were the best moments of this game. And the rest of this is just going to go right to the dogs. Oh, fuck you. You know what? I'm going to try something. Oh, these guys are level 2 or level 22 for some reason. Hey, you want... I'm standing right in front of you. I'm going to try and get to that level 20. I'm not going to do those fucking side missions because I refuse to do those. I refuse to waste time doing side missions in a Wolfenstein game. It makes no sense why they're in here.
Help me out, sis! Please! I'm up. Ready to go. Keep up the good work, Joe. I'm focusing on the Panzer dog.
You know, this might seem like a dumb question, but how come there are there are stronger drones in one area and not in the other? You know, if you have these super strong drones, why not just send them everywhere and have them kill me out here before I even get to the wall? I don't understand that. I mean, it's one of those things that, hey, you want to know why the other Wolfenstein games didn't have moments, it didn't have shit like that? It's because it really doesn't work. It's kind of dumb. Stupid whole ammo type thing. Why? Why are there ammo types in this game? I know, I can't stay on one thought. It's just I was so hyped for this game too. I was so excited.
Faint signal of an Enigma machine near your location. Try to get to it before the Nazis take it out, okay?
Thanks, dude.
Hey, I'm at the fucking level that you wanted me to. How come you still have the skulls over your... Are you kidding me? You're telling me that I need to be level 20 to be able to do this, but you're still gonna make it hard on me? Or you're still gonna throw enemies at me that I can't kill? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to go. I forgot. I died, so that means I have to go back to my main base to get the ammo, to re-pick up ammo, because that's what happens when you die. You keep your same possessions but start at an earlier point.
Show them what you got, sis. Thanks, sis. I'm targeting the drone, sis.
I'm trying to think. Blitzgewehr. That's gotta mean, well, like lightning rifle. Because I'm not 100% sure what Gewehr means in German, but I know Blitz is lightning. It's like Blitzkrieg, or is it thunder? I believe it's light. I believe Blitz means lightning in German. So, because I believe Blitzkrieg means lightning war.
Targeting that annoying drone.
Why bother? It's just gonna respawn. I mean, you see up at the top of the corner where it says, you know, this is a level 20 mission or whatever?
Hell yeah, dude. Need to shut down that super soldier.
And I'm dead. I'm dead.
Back in the fight.
There we go. Let me out of the...
Gonna take out this Nazi.
You got it! You can do this, dude!
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that pep signal thing, which, you know, again, completely ridiculous. That makes no goddamn sense. I don't get it why this pistol shreds through that armor, but my SMG doesn't. I get it. You want to tell me it's a pistol compared to an SMG, but still!
need a bit of help.
Let's get you back in action, sis.
Hey, where did you guys come from? Oh, that's right. You just, respawn. Sorry, burp. You guys just respawn for no reason. Oh, that's not true. I forgot. The reason is if you actually, keep playing beyond a certain point in this game, you'll realize that we had no idea what the hell we were doing. And I'm out of guns that do that specific type of damage.
This Nazi douchebag is toast.
Saying Dudley douchebag? Isn't that what Archer made fun of the Canadians for in that one episode where they took that train to Canada?
Taking care of this one. Gonna bust open this super soldier. This super soldier is going down.
Going down, Jess. Need some assistance over here.
This fucker's going down.
Where are you, Jess? I need some assistance.
Oh, she's down.
Shit! They fucking got me, sis! I need help!
You're a badass, Jess.
I'm back and ready to fight! Grenade, take cover! We're doing great, so...
Keep it up. Show those Nazis who's the boss.
Okay. Cut through his armor at least. We took out the super soldiers. Oh, great, more of them.
Keep it up, sis.
Show them what you got, sis!
You'll do, Jess.
Think so?
Hey, come help.
Let's get you back up. Going down.
Again, give me ammo to fight these guys if you want me to fight these guys. Okay. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why have the ammo type thing in this? That is my biggest question. I know that's a weird thing that's my biggest question here. I don't understand why you need the ammo types. It makes no sense. Well, I guess that's not true. I guess it makes some sense, logically speaking. But still, why do I only have 2 guns that do that ammo, that damage against that kind of armor? Yet the more that the Panzerhounds have, that the super soldiers have, that guy who's carrying around a minigun has. I only have 2 guns that do that much damage. Who do that kind of damage. But that's the kind of armor that I see more than anything else. So it's basically putting me at a disadvantage with just my equipment. One. And then it doesn't even have that kind of ammo for me to pick up and find. I don't get it. Who thought that made sense design-wise? I just... I mean, again, you could argue, well, I was saying, the combat's at least kind of fun. You know what? No, it's not. You know what made what makes the combat isn't just fun because it's a good shooter. Because you know what, this game actually is a good shooter. I mean, it functions well, it slides and everything. But you know what, at the end of the day, because it feels like everyone I take out is just going to get replaced with 2 other guys for no reason. There's no again, it's like I keep saying, there's no tension. Nothing builds, nothing. It's just, oh, it's another super soldier. All right. It's another this. Okay. And well, I could just kill one. Oh, well, here comes 2 more. Here just comes a bunch more guys. Well, why are they here? Well, it's just because we have to keep you doing something. Because again, we don't want those pesky character moments to pop up. Because that's not what you want. I don't know, man. I'm just getting really pissed off now. All right, let's do this again. I went back to base just because that's the only way to get full ammo. Because why? Yeah, why not? Yeah, I get it. They're super soldiers.
Your armor's broken, Soap! Look out!
Could use some help.
This super soldier is going down!
Yeah, after we just drop, like 90% of our ammunition into it.
I know. Better take out this Nazi. What's the holdup, Soap? I need a hand here! Back up on the horse, baby. Keep up the good work, Soap.
There we go. Yeah, I feel like this game is kind of just like a result of like the Dr. Evil idea to game design, and not in a good way. Like a good way is like Suda, Suda 51 guy, with No More Heroes and all that shit, where it's just like, hey, let's have a character that has this crazy thing, and somehow he made that game just work and it is just absolutely iconic. I love No More Heroes. Now, the new one that they put out on Switch kind of sucked. You know what? I'm actually starting to make some weird connections in my head that Bethesda games that are getting put out on the Switch are all kind of beginning to suck. Yet, although I will say, I think part of No More Heroes Travis Strikes Back's issue was the fact that it was a No More Heroes game that technically did not involve Travis Touchdown. And if you're wondering what the hell I mean by what do you mean that it didn't involve Travis Touchdown? I mean, Travis barely had any dialogue in that entire game, and that was really depressing because it's a No More Heroes game. You needed Travis. You need Travis. You need his voice.
Need to shut down that super soldier.
Let me put away my shotgun real quick and shoot you with my pistol because, ammo types matter. Look, I'm sorry. I get it. You know, if you want to tell me, well, you know, that the pistol will do more damage than the SMG. Okay, maybe. I think at the point that these are, you know, like military military grade SMGs or whatever, I think those it shouldn't matter. These SMGs should be ripping through some of these guys. But whatever. You want to tell me that? Fine. Are you telling me that I should rather use a shotgun? I should use my pistol to shoot that guy rather than my shotgun? Really? That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, come on. Revive me. There you go. And also, if you want to if you want to tell me that, well, you know, it's well, it's more realistic if the, you know, if the sisters, you know, with the ammo types or whatever. Okay, yet again, why can't I dual wield shotguns? You can't tell me it's because they're smaller. Because again, I can't remember because I've tried this video a few times before I realized that my microphone was messing up. You can't tell me that because they have the super suits. How the hell is that? What the hell does it matter that the sisters wouldn't be big enough, you know, to take the recoil of some of those shotguns without, you know, that the sisters wouldn't be, you know, strong enough to handle the recoil of the shotguns. Again, realism doesn't, I don't think should, you know, be a factor right now. You know, I mean, hell, this is a game where giving her a thumbs up gives me health. I mean, the thing that's even annoying me about this argument is I'm not even one of those people that says if one thing's, if you know, if I'm supposed to suspend relief in one area, then then you're telling me to suspend relief in all areas. I'm not one of those people. I'm fine with some things making logical sense and some things being a little goofy. Okay, whatever. It's just,
Thanks, dude.
I don't know. I feel like you just made your game worse.
Listen up.
Trying.
There's a high-value target using a car parked near your location. Get there and plant a bomb on it. Good luck, sisters.
I don't know. You made things way more complicated than it had to be. That's yeah. I don't know anymore, man. Whatever, we got through it. They're all dead. Let's keep going.
This is Brother One, the Gestapo headquarters. After your father killed Adolf Hitler in the late 60s, General Lothar Brandt organized a coup to revitalize the Gestapo. A bold power move against the Berlin establishment and the SS. Now, the Gestapo completely controls Paris. Hopefully, not for long.
You know, should this main villain guy, should I know who the hell this is? Have we talked about him? Because I honestly can't remember. I just don't.
Here we are.
Get sacked, sis.
Girls, Brother One's main entrance is locked and can only be accessed from the inside. However, according to this map, there should be a prison entrance near you. I recommend you check it out.
Got it, Abby.
When facing tougher enemies, don't just rush in guns blazing. But isn't that the point of this? Whatever. Use the correct weapon types to chip away at the protective barrier. Identify the weak spots, such as gasoline tanks on the back. Work together with your sister to outplay your opponent. I can understand you telling me that if I was not playing single player. Okay, how about you tell me exactly what it is you're seeing? So I'm just seeing something cool. You know, be helpful. Is this just another open-ended area? Like, we can't even put in a linear section now?
Hey, I'll be there soon, sis.
I don't get it. What is...
Hell yeah.
What are developers' problems nowadays with linear sections in games?
I'm bargaining cues.
You know, I also don't understand how come that commander guy that I just took out. What I could easily take him out, but sorry, give me a second. But I'm sorry, I'm just confused. Why were the guards outside of this area stronger than the guy inside this area? That makes no sense. Things should get harder as we go, not easier.
You're about to enter the Gestapo prison area. There should be an elevator there that will take you into the main building. Look for it. Abby out.
I don't know. I was talking about something else, and now I got annoyed again. Whatever. Let's just keep going.
Ladies, there should be a storage area for salvaged weapons and equipment in this area. See if you can find it. Might be something of use to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Abster.
Yeah, it's right there, but the thing is, we don't have one of those laser cutters that BJ had. Which now actually makes me ask the question, why don't we have some of those laser cutters that the BJ had? Okay, I get it. I need the laser craft thing, but where is it? There we go.
Oh, hey now. Look what we found. Daddy told us he could melt Nazis and stuff with this. Remember?
Can't believe we got one of our own.
Oh, it's not even fun like the old one. Like, you don't cut your own door. You just it's basically just like a... Oh, that's kind of depressing. Though it is still a pretty fun weapon to use, I'm not gonna lie.
Keep up the good work, Scope.
You got it. You can do this, dude.
Why, thank you.
Once again, why was getting in here harder than actually fighting the people that are here? That makes no sense to me. Again, the only reason I can think of doing that is it's just me an asshole. You know, I remember what I did want to say from earlier, and it was, you know, I don't understand this thing in modern game design where it's developers are getting so afraid of making linear games again, and I'm talking in shooters. You know, where linear game design really works. Oh, great, another super soldier.
Going down.
You know, linear design really works in certain places and in certain games. You know, Uncharted was one of those. Granted, there was some certain areas that I liked in the last Uncharted game where they, you know, opened it up for a little bit of exploration. Sure, but it was all side stuff, and I didn't have to do it. I could play it like a linear action game if I wanted. I mean, like that opening area that we were in, that was a perfectly fine map. But now we got to navigate the same section of Paris over and over again. Or these same sections of Paris over and over again. Why? Well, it's because, you know, it's, oh, well, you get to choose where you go and make your story and be blah, blah, blah. It just, to me, it seems like they're using open world sort of choose your own adventure stuff to kind of...
Found a control room, Jess.
I'm making no goddamn sense. I know. It's that basic idea of choose your own adventure and you choose how the story goes and whatever. Like, developers are saying that kind of stuff to explain lazy map design, just lazy game design overall. I don't like it. You know, I mean, just certain games work better with, you know, big action set pieces. Hell, some games I just have completely gotten rid of big action set pieces, and it makes me sad because guess what? I love those things. Like I said that about Far Cry 5. It didn't have any like big like linear sections that were just well done action moments. Far Cry 3 had a bunch of them. Again, it's why I keep saying how much I love Far Cry 3, because Far Cry 3 was so freaking good.
You can do this, Jess! Badass and inspirational, Jess.
Gonna bust open this super soldier.
You know, it's funny how easy it is to kill these guys when they're not just immediately gonna murder you super soldiers. And again, I don't get why the enemies in here are weaker than the enemies guarding the door. And especially when it wasn't even guarding the door to the tower. It was guarding the door to the district of the tower. Why? I don't know. I like the fist bump. That was cute. You know, if I wasn't so pissed off with this game, I'd actually find this cute. I could get where you would say it's dumb and annoying and it's whatever, but still. But you know what? I would have loved to see it if, you know, these...
Girls, the main computer of this tower is located in the Gestapo archives, close to the top. Look for a way to get there. Abby out.
You know what I would love to see some character development in this game. if the sisters weren't just, well, one, if the sisters weren't just the same character, and also if they took the time to develop characters. You know, it's basically they're just, oh, here are the sisters who, you know, their entire character is we're goofballs who are the daughters to BJ Blazkowicz. That's their character. Because beyond that, what else is their personality? You know, you don't have a smart sister, you don't have a shy sister, you don't have a brave sister. You know, I think it would have been made more sense to have them be of different personalities. Instead, they're twin sisters. You know, they might fight a little bit, but for the most part, they get along, and they're Nazi killing machines and all this. You know, you know, maybe have them, you had them in that opening bit where, you know, they were kind of like throwing up and not used to killing Nazis, but now it's just, no, okay, we're totally used to it, and, you know, we're not having them, you know, kind of like go, oh, this is the horror of, you know, combat and war or anything. Nope, it's just still, it's kind of like them just playing around. It never feels like stakes are being raised. It doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like, you know, the characters of Jess and Soph are literally the same now as they were at the very start of the game. Like, they aren't any braver, they aren't any, you know, they don't have like a new outlook on life or just any of that. It makes no sense.
You're a badass, Jess.
I know I'm making no sense, and I'm sorry. I'm you know, kind of in the middle of the combat and everything, and it always kind of, you know, I get distracted. But no, it's like I said, it's just the character of these sisters it's like I said, are just they're the same now. They're the same now as they were. Same now as they were when we started. It just, it's just sad. You know, I complimented the first couple Wolfenstein games for being, and again, I mentioned this. I was talking with Brian. God damn it. I like I said, I've tried this video before, and I'm forgetting what I've talked about in each video. But you know, I was talking with Brian Gade, and you know,
Where are you, Jess?
the previous Wolfenstein games were able to prove, you know, oh, you can do you know, a meathead shooter while at the same time doing, you know, you can do meathead shooter while at the same time having great story and characters and writing and whatnot. But this game has completely gone character design and good writing and characters and all that. No, let's throw that to the side. It gets in the way of all the shooting. It just it becomes like everything else. I still, and you know what? And I don't know what I think this game is better if it didn't have the Wolfenstein name on it. I don't know. But in all honesty, I think even for just dumb, brainless shooters, this one isn't. This one still is.
But we gotta find a code for this keypad here.
Got it. Let's take a look.
Even amongst brainless shooters, I think this game falls short. Because the actual shooting itself is good, but instead, oh, now you gotta manage your abilities, and you gotta manage your equipment and with all the upgrades and everything. I'm like, okay, I don't need that in a brainless shooter.
Found the code, Jess.
Tubular.
Let's decrypt it.
Tubular. You know, it's. I'm losing my train of thought. I know I'm dancing around topics. I've just raged for so long. I've honestly given myself a headache. Oh, headache doing it. Yeah, it's just it's like I said. I just don't get it, man. It's like I said. It's just I feel like they're trying to be more complex than brain dead shooters, but I don't know. And I know this is just constantly me saying I don't know. It's just it makes no goddamn sense.
Dude, listen. I had this idea for an...
And more of this. You know, something that I loved about the comedy of the comedy of the original Wolfenstein game or whatever. It was funny because it was dark and glib, and it wasn't trying to be funny.
The elevator leading to the archives should be close. Keep it up.
Roger that, Abby.
You know what? It was funny without, you know, like looking into the camera and nodding when it makes a joke. That's what we just saw. I'm like, you know, okay, you did it once. It was cute. You know, doing the whole, oh, the girls are dancing and being goofballs. Like I said, I get it. That's their character.
Thank you, Jess.
So, you know, I could excuse it that once, but, oh, we're doing it again? Oh, okay. So, like I said, you're just... You're not even trying to tell good jokes. You're just telling us... You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even telling jokes. You're just... You're just putting in something zany and wacky in there and looking at the camera while you're doing it. You're not even trying to make it clever. You're not even trying to... Yeah, I don't know. And again, I make it sound like, well, then I hate dumb humor. And I don't hate dumb humor. I don't hate dumb shooters. I don't, you know, a lot of this stuff, it's not that I have an aversion against these things, because usually they're some of my favorite games and favorite comedies. But it just, somehow they found a way to do all that stuff and just make it annoying in this game. And just, it loses all the charm that Wolfenstein had. And it makes me sad. And I know, for some reason I said that, I said sad with an accent, and I don't know why.
Hey, that commander needs to fucking die. You're tough as nails, so.
Hell yeah, dude.
Gonna take out this Nazi. This Nazi douchebag is toast. Show them what you're doing, Nick.
We'll do this.
I'm gonna kill this asshole.
And I'm out of grenades. And out of place to run and hide.
Gonna take out this Nazi. I'm going for the Nazi commander, so. This Nazi douchebag is toast.
Thank you, Jess.
Fight like a champ. Fucker's going down. Taking care of this one.
Okay. See, this area that that downstairs area, and now this. Okay, you know what? I know I've been bitching through them, but you know what? The stuff I've been bitching about was stuff that happened before we got into these areas. This stuff is actually pretty good.
There it is, Soph. That's our way to the archives.
This linear segment has actually been the best part of this game so far. This and that opening stuff in the blimp. I've enjoyed this. Just because, again, it's gone back into the just being about just shooting things and fun, and it's good. Because this is stuff that I think we would have seen in the previous Wolfenstein game, and now we're gonna get just more of them goofing around again. It's cute. This is a load screen, whatever. It's cute. It's just. I don't get it. I just don't. I just don't get it. Why?
Will be heavily guarded. You get the keys from the tower commanders and use them to unlock the main computer so I can hack it. Good luck.
It's like it's the same. They just did the same joke to us 3 times in a row. Though I know I did just kind of compliment this game for, you know, kind of doing what the previous Wolfenstein games did. You know, being good and having their you know, having the well-designed maps or whatever, you know, and these linear segments. I know I complimented it, and now I'm about to. And you know, and guess, you know, now that I said that, of course, now I have to say something that detracts from that. But, you know, I'm an asshole, so whatever. While yes, it is, I do like this linear segment because this is what Wolfenstein is. The depressing part about that is the fact that this linear segment has really just been 3 small areas with no flow. There's no flow, no story happening. It's just area to area. Random crappy shooting. I don't even. I guess that's a little unfair because I don't mean it's the shooting segments were bad. It's just, for the love of God, it's sad seeing, you know, like bits of what I wanted out of this game, and then they just say, nope, you're only getting that for, you know, these small segments, and that's weird to me. And I know I'm making no goddamn sense when I'm saying this, but yeah, there's no flow to these segments. It was just basically, here's an area. Okay, you kill everyone. All right, hop in the elevator, and we'll take you to the next one. That's just lazy. It's lazy level design. I don't get it.
I'm out, Jess.
Nope, she's down. Oh, and I'm out of. Okay, I guess I'm out of the battery or whatever.
Hey! Where are you, Soph? I need assistance!
Come on, go away.
Help me, sis! I need you! Back in the fight. Let's shoot some Nazis.
Something that'll give me another shot with my laser rifle.
Good job, girls. Now get the keys from the tower commanders.
Okay, 2 keys coming up, Abby.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Jess, you're slaying it.
I got the first key. I'm shooting at the Nazi commander. Let's kill him. I got the second key, sis.
Okay, ladies. Now put the keys into the main computer and unlock it.
You got it.
Computer unlocked, Abby.
Okay, yes! I'm in! Great job, girls! Now get out of there.
And now we're gonna fist bump.
Even if
No?
you get killed out there, at least you did your best.
Yeah, that's not crappy, motivation.
Girls, 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 do not lose hope. I can see the spirit of your father in you. Use it.
Girls, I decrypted parts of an old hidden transmission from General Lothar to an unknown source in Berlin. Take a listen.
General, Sie haben mich gefragt. Was ist Ihre Vision, Lothar? Nun, zunächst einmal geht meine Vision weit über das hinaus, was sich diese Trottel in Berlin vorstellen können. In meiner Vision habe ich die Zukunft gesehen. Über Europa und der Welt sich ein Gericht zusammenlegen. Bluten und marschieren über die Nationen. Nur ich kann das Reich auf das vorbereiten, was kommen wird. Und Labortechnik.
There's more, but it's going to take time to decrypt it.
Again, they're just treating this like this is all one big joke. I get it. I'm waiting for the scene where where they have that realization, you know, like maybe one of them almost dies, or one of them, I don't know, something where something happens to them that is adversity. That it's that the sisters realize the harshness, the harshness of what they're dealing with, and just something that's gonna make their characters more than just these goofball sisters. Because, I mean, in all honesty, I hate this whole goofball sister thing. I think it's ridiculous. Yeah, because we need to come back to this Brother 1 area, because I don't know. We're not gonna get a single cutscene for just doing that, are we? We're not gonna. Oh my god. Well, I mean, no wonder we can't have character development. You know, they basically just have to make these two sisters kooky and, kooky and wild and all this, because then they'd actually have to. Then that would completely blow the design of this game out of the water, because this game isn't designed to have character design and or character development. It isn't made to have these story moments like when BJ got his head cut off. And again, I keep going back to it because that scene was great.
You girls are feisty, but I do not think...
I mean, that scene where, that sword comes down, you're like, oh, how's he going to get out of this one? And then the sword comes down and he gets beheaded. That moment was amazing. And we're not going to see anything close to that in this game, because it's got to focus on being basically an arcade game of, oh, we need you to spend time leveling up, and we need to spend time doing this, and it's basically there's one goal and nothing happens along their story. You could even do this whole, we need to break into these three brother towers and have each of them be an individual mission. You could do that. And this game would work as a linear first-person shooter story game. But instead, because of this open world thing and all this RPG stuff, we aren't taking time in between the missions to develop characters. I'm making no sense just because I'm just astounded that they thought that this was a better idea than making good characters, than making a good story. Instead, no. People just want all the shooting. People just want all of this, that, the other. It's depressing to me, and I'm done with this for now. I'm not canceling the series like I thought I was going to cancel the series, at least just yet. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to play it by ear, but again, this series is really pissing me off. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. The series is just really pissing me off, man. So, either way, this one's done. Thanks for watching. Social media, that is Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links, that stuff is down in the description below. Like, comment, you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more next time. But until then, my name's AJ Gells. This is Something Game Channel. I'm out.